Hey,
Hey, Scooby.
what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Working my tail off. How are you?
Pretty good. Let me turn up the volume here so I can hear you.
Okay.
I was just showing our family here, the production floor that we have going on. Just working right here in our shop, just right next to our retail shop right here.
I like it.
Yeah,
I got a tour of the place. I can't wait to come to Portland and check it out for real, for real.
yeah. We're excited, man. We have the shop open, so everything is ready to go for all our customers. They can just come in here. How you doing?
Busy, man. Busy. NBA season's getting ready to resume, it looks like, and I kind of just been getting ready to make things happen.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you introduce yourself, Scoop, to our family here at Aurochs, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I am Brandon Scoopy Robinson. My mom named me Brandon Robinson, but professionally, Brandon Scoopy Robinson is my name, and I'm a senior writer at Heavy.com. Been there for almost 2 years, and I have a podcast called Scoop B Radio, which garnered 2.1 million streams last year on all streaming platforms. We've had anybody from DJ Khaled to Mark Cuban to the voice of Siri to um, Shaquille O'Neal, tennis player Pete Sampras on the podcast. And, basically the podcast itself has been moving for 4 years. It's pretty cool to talk to someone like yourself and a family-owned business because I come from a background of a family-owned business. My family actually owned and operated two stores, a shoe store and a sneaker store on 125th Street in Harlem. And it started in the 60s. So I understand family-owned businesses and, the need to keep things as a well-oiled machine. Sneaker stores are definitely a good thing. And, we also ran and operated a shoe repair store called Better Way Shoe Repair. So I see a guy in the background kind of working with leathers and stuff. It takes me back to sitting in the shoe repair and seeing the guys shine shoes. So I definitely understand your point of view.
That's awesome. It's
Yeah.
funny that you mentioned shoe repair because before we started doing all the handbags and all the accessories, we actually were doing a lot of shoe repair stuff and then actually
Right.
creating footwear. So we're doing sandals here in Portland.
Yeah, you got it all. You got it all mapped out.
Yeah, so actually, a lot of our tools are geared for footwear design and footwear manufacturing. So we just kind of like retrofitted them to like now work for us for some handbag design accessories.
I knew there'd be a commonality somewhere.
Yeah, well,
For
that's
sure.
awesome. I'm really excited about the NBA. We've all kind of been sitting at home waiting to see those games. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Uh, I was chatting with Greg, and we just came up with a few questions for you. And one of the first ones that we want to talk about is we've all seen the Last Dance. How will the documentary series impact MJ's legacy long term?
I think it shows that Michael was human. I think that, in the 90s, Michael was such a brand that, he picked and chose his spots, even though I think privately people knew the kind of guy that he was, either his personability and or, some people thought, that he was an acquired taste, I'll say. So, as it relates to Michael, I think you saw the human side of it. I think that documentary was literally a 10 series commercial that opened up a whole new world to people who never saw Michael play. You being in Portland or familiar with Portland, I'm sure you know the impact of Michael and the Bulls going toe-to-toe with the Portland Trailblazers and Clyde Drexler in 1992 and the Shrug game where he hit, 6 3-pointers against the Blazers. And, so I think, for certain people who have never seen Michael Jordan either as a Wizard or as a Chicago Bull, this was the introduction. So I think it was good for his legacy. I also think that in a day and age where everybody's making comparisons, whether it's Kobe, whether it's LeBron or more, I think it's an interesting dichotomy when you sit and you look at the impact that Michael had. Because if it wasn't for Michael, a lot of these players wouldn't have the sneaker contracts that they have. And the endorsement deals, it was just the level of branding. Michael was the innovator of all of that.
Wow, yeah, that's It's very interesting. I've seen almost all of it. I got to finish it, but it's amazing.
It's great. It's great. It's a great body of work. I enjoyed it. I can't watch it again. I've watched it, and I watched it, and I was intrigued by it. But yeah, Michael set a standard.
Definitely, definitely. So, given the current climate and everything that's going on right now, what are your thoughts on like the NBA returning next month? That's what I hear.
Well, I'm kind of, if you're looking at it from an economic perspective, the NBA needs this because in order to make the rest of their money from the TV contracts, players or rather teams have to play 70 games, and so you have those exhibition games. That it makes up for those 70 games, but then at the same time, the playoffs have to actually happen. From a health perspective, I'm apprehensive. Players that I've spoken to, it's a mixed bag. Some are excited, some are kind of like, So I think when it all comes down to it, a lot of people think it's going to come down to the Lakers or the Clippers and Los Angeles. You're in Portland. I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you. I think a healthy Portland Trailblazers team, will be interesting to watch, particularly because they were a Western Conference team last year. So them being a Western Conference playing in the Western Conference championship last year against the Warriors. I think that there are some other teams like the Blazers who could step up. Having some rest and times, rest their bones and things of that sort. So it's going to be interesting. But the Blazers actually have to make it to the playoffs, and they're about 3.5 games out behind the Memphis Grizzlies. So it'll be interesting.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited to see the Blazers. We all here are Blazer fans in Aurochs.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to hear about some of the leather goods that we have here?
Yes, I do. I want to know what's going on in the world of leather and Aurochs.
So today I thought we will focus it on one of our wallets, and it's one of our most popular wallets.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go get it right here. We're just
and we're in sync. You do see my Aurochs leather backdrop in the back, right?
Yes, sir. That's awesome. Looking good.
Thank you. I feel good.
So let's see. Let me take a seat over here.
All right.
But here, I'll show you kind of just a little bit of the retail shop. This is where we have all of our wallets. You can kind of see all the different kinds of wallets, horizontal, vertical.
I like that.
Little classic bifold, little fold-over wallet. And we've been expanding some of our color variations. So today, we're going to talk about the slim card holder right here.
I like that slim card right there.
And I'm going to specifically talk about this black one right here.
Okay.
I love this this black leather, even though it's fairly simple, and that's kind of like the classic look for most wallets. I want to show you kind of like how much you can really fit in this wallet.
Okay.
It's made out of this leather called Chromoxel, and it's made in Chicago by Horween. This leather will kind of get a really cool patina, and it'll mold. So whether you want to put just one card in there, like how it's showing right now, or if you want to stack a whole bunch of cards, it'll mold to it. And it's super slim. It'll fit on your front pocket or on your back pocket. It has this really curved like little edge right here, so you can actually browse through your cards in here. Okay. And this is what it looks like brand new. And then I'll show you mine right next to it. This is mine.
Monogram
and already patinaed. So you can kind of see like that cool shine right next to each other.
I like it.
Yeah. It's that patina is just from being in my pocket. And then you can kind of see I put a lot of stuff in there. So you
got a lot of let me hold $100 right there. You got a lot of stuff right there. I like that.
So cards, middle pocket and then the other pocket right here on the back. And I really love this wallet because it keeps everything so compact. And then I'll just kind of show you what this will look like with a few cards. So I got 1, 2 cards in there. And I got quite a bit more right here on this side. 1, 2, 3 more cards in there, and then cash in the middle, and then a few more cards. So you can fit, that's 6 cards just on either side.
You are
You
not
can fit up
playing,
to like
sir.
20 cards. And look at this difference between that one.
Yeah, there's not much difference. How long have you had your wallet? How long, the one that you showed me, how long had the one that's monogrammed, how long have you had yours?
This is 8 years old.
Wow. It doesn't look 8 years old.
Yeah, that a lot of people look at the sample ones that we have right here, and they love this ones. They want to take the ones that are aged because they have some character already to them.
Right.
Definitely, we don't sell the aged ones, but we definitely sell the new ones, so you can put your own wear to it. And depends, like, whether you have like a really dressy pair of pants, like that silky fabric, they'll give a really cool shine to the whole wallet. Or if you have like a pair of jeans, then it'll get like that rugged kind of texturized look.
It'll blend.
It'll blend for sure. Yeah, this is a pretty sweet card holder. And right now, we're getting really close to Father's Day. So this is a great wallet for that minimalist dad. If he doesn't like to carry that much, if you just want to put a little bit in there, it will fit everything in there, and it will fit really good on your front pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Where can people find more information? They just go to the Auroch site to order that?
Yeah, so we have our card over here, aurochsleather.com. Follow us on Instagram or give us a call. We're right here in Portland in Old Town, Chinatown.
Right.
We have the store open here, so you're welcome to give us a ring. We'll let you in. You can touch all the products. You can browse on them. You can definitely. We're called here in Portland the best smelling store in Portland because the moment
best
you walk
smelling
in,
store.
yes, sir.
I like that.
The moment you walk in, you can definitely get that leather scent. Yeah.
I like that. that.
Scooby, do you want to see how we do monogramming?
Yeah, I want to see it. Let me see that. I've heard Fabulous talk about monogram in rap songs. I want to see what it actually is, like how you actually do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me bring you over here back to the production floor. We just got to monogram a couple of pieces, or just a scrap piece. Have this nice brown leather right here.
Nice.
Actually, as you bend it, it kind of changes tones.
Kareem White, what's going on? Hey, OKC Informer.
Nice. So I'll show you kind of what that looks like when it has this really cool color change. I can actually snap it and it will show really good. So give me just 1 sec. Let me go get the tools.
Okay.
The girls. Just getting some glued on.
Glued on.
Glued.
That better not be Elmer's glue.
No, it's not Elmer.
Landon Buford, what's up? Adam Taylor, what's going on? So let me ask you a question. Do you guys pronounce it Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how it is. Everyone's not really from here, so they start pronouncing it their own way.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So here we go. We have all these fonts right here.
Okay.
We're just gonna start with Scoop.
There you go, Scoop B.
So and then we put it onto this little post.
I'm
actually, since I'm gonna have to do 2 hands here, I'm gonna ask one of my friends over here to come help me out and hold the camera for me. Thank you, Anna.
So do you guys wear like leather masks?
We have some of our own, and then since we gotta wear them every day, we get creative when we start matching different colors and bringing on different kinds.
But no leather.
No leather mask yet. Not yet.
All right. My
So
buddy, last name signed.
Little stamp onto the leather right here.
I see it.
And then you can kind of see
Hey.
S. Again, too. Just gonna measure it out here. Get that.
Boom. SC. We almost there.
Got to go out.
Boom. Boom. How do you know this is not going? The lettering is not going to be crooked.
Well, practice.
This is the hand skill, and those fingers, and so
I
we
like
can
it.
usually with our wallets we'll mark a line in there as a guide and
All
give us a
right.
center line just so we can center it. But I mean, since I'm just showing you, I'm just freehanding it right here. So I'm just doing scoop B. So it's just some of our employees here, some of our crafters really get really good at it, and they can do it just by hand, just in the little pocket or in the front. It's
You know what I heard? I heard that they're essential if they can get that right.
what was that?
I heard they're essential if they
Yeah.
can get that right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
Boom.
Scoop B, and then we do a little pull in there,
I like that.
and then you have a little bit of color variation in there.
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. So we can do that to any of our wallets, any of our bags. We just kind of personalize it. We can add a little touch. Some people do their date, significant date, their name, their initials, and their nicknames too. So we can
So
do
what
it
you
all.
so what you gonna turn that into? A wallet or a bag?
What do you think, Scoop B? What sounds better? You have one of our bags already. You need a wallet?
Well,
Well,
I gave that bag away, so I need a bag. But
You need a bag, yeah.
I need a bag. That bag is dope. That
Yeah,
bag
you
is
have the
dope.
Viator tote, I believe. Yeah.
Hmm?
You have the Viator tote, I believe.
Yeah, it works wonders. I used that during All-Star Weekend in Chicago, and I actually used it as to gift some bags on TV over at Fox back during All-Star Weekend. But the bag is convenient. Even like for like day trips or like getting on the train or things of that sort. Like using bags like that aren't for long trips, but for short trips, meetings, interviews, going away overnight. Definitely enjoy you guys' product for sure.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support.
Of course.
What do you think? You want to see kind of like the rundown of how things go over here?
Yeah, I want to see the whole shebang.
All right. Here, let me flip this over here. So this is a shop from all the way from the back area. On this area where I'm standing right now, this is where we began all of our production. So we can hand cut everything on this nice table.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty big to grab one of our hides that are just right on top here. They go
Mm-hmm.
all around the space. We open up over here, and we have some die cut ones, and then we can do some hand cutting. This is our die cut station. So it's basically, this machine is like a huge cookie cutter. So we put our
Literally.
little cookie pattern, and then we put it
Wow.
right on top of the leather, and it'll just cut it with one hit. And that's
Now I
how
see.
we get all this like nice circular patterns in here.
That makes sense. Now I see why it was important to pay attention to Sesame Street and we're paying attention to shapes growing up.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
precision.
all these shapes go together. We use like bigger piece of leather that kind of like assemble into pieces. So you're
Right.
gonna see like some of the designs are going back all the way to the bottom there, and they're all one solid bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then after we hand cut all the pieces, then they move on over here to their center table, where Anna
Hey.
gets the painting done, kind of like what Vaughn is doing. She's painting this little black edges blue.
Hey,
stand
so
out.
wait, what's the difference between dyeing it and painting it?
So dyeing it refers to like this color that's on top, all
Mm-hmm.
the leather. So when the leather comes in, it's actually like a really light color, and I'll show you. The leather is actually more like this color right here. So
Okay.
more like a tan color, and then they dye it to get that brown tint on it.
Nice.
Painting it, it just refers to like adding a layer on top, as opposed to like trying to dye it all the way down. So the dye that we're using is not going through and painting anything else but just the top layer.
I would imagine that her manicurist may not like her because she's painting her nails.
She's getting some extra artistic manicure in that.
It's okay.
We're using some water-based paint so we can
Okay.
wash it off right away.
There you go.
Yeah. So then there's the painting. So we prepped everything. So like Anna right now, she just put all the stamps into our pockets. She put all the rivets right there into our pockets, and then she painted all those edges. So she's getting towards the end. She's just adding a little back pocket to our bag. And she's gonna do that to like about 20 of those. This is our petite bag. So yeah. And then over here we got our stamping station. So this little thing, it's like 300 degrees.
Whoa!
And
Right now,
right now,
you
300.
could probably fry some taco shells in there.
Oh, for sure. We
Yeah.
can do, or fingers, whichever one comes in first.
Right.
And this is kind of like this is like a brass stamp that we use. So that's
Man.
what we use to like put our logos into the leather.
Okay.
It just seals it in there. Then we have another stamper for smaller accessories.
You fooling me because that looked like a sewing machine at first glance.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Almost. I haven't even gone to the sewing machine, so I'll show you that.
Yeah, man.
Look at this little. Has a walking foot, and this is the crazy thing about this sewing machine. It could fit my whole finger under there.
Don't sew your finger, man. I don't want to be responsible.
I won't do that demonstration today, but that just we're using like this really thick piece of leather,
Right.
coming into each other. So we need that clearance. So when we're stitching it, it's gonna be really strong. But yeah, this is one of our puppies. That's for all leather stitching.
Yeah.
And then here's Evan at the end over here. Evan is in charge of putting all of our rivets, finishing the products. And he's right now cranking out some hole punching. So we're making all the holes for our buckle piece for all the crossbody straps.
What's the measurement between one hole to the next?
It depends on the width of the straps. So for example, like if we're gonna do a belt, it's gonna be 1 inch in between the spacings.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're gonna do one of these crossbody straps, it's gonna be 2 inches in between those spacings because you don't need to adjust it that just for a crossbody strap.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it depends on kind of like how you wear it and like how wide the buckle is and how much measurement it needs. But normally it's 1 to 2 inches.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this is our belt station right here. So this is where we make all our belts. Yeah.
If you need to be careful if you're a kid because it's one step away from getting a spanking with a belt.
Our belt will work for that too, yes.
Word.
That's for the dad right there.
Yeah, I was that kid growing up. That's why I know.
Well, Scoop, this is the shop, man. You gotta come visit us.
No, I plan to come to Portland, man, for sure. I've never been. I plan to come.
Sweet. Well, it was nice talking with you.
Pleasure.
I love getting the insight on the NBA and all the
Of
stuff that
course.
you're doing.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course, my man. Thanks for having me, and we shall talk soon.
sounds good.
My
Have a
man.
good day.
Yes,
See you
sir. Later.
later.